Hello people and welcome back to Classic Cricket Matches. Today I have a Sachin Tendulkar special for you all. It's a match from 2007 against South Africa. It was called the Future Cup Trophy. It was a 3 one-day game series against South Africa in Ireland. And this took place in 2007. And unfortunately I only have the first innings, but that's the innings to watch. It's the Indian batting innings with Sachin Tendulkar scoring a very Masterclass 99 on a very tough pitch against very tough bowlers. And the year 2007 was a strange one for Tendulkar. He was still one of India's best players, scoring a lot of runs. But in 2007, he actually got out in the 90s quite a bit. Even though he's known as the player with the most hundreds, in 2007 alone, he got out in the 90s at least 6 times. So imagine how many more hundreds he would have had if he had converted all those 90s to hundreds. But as always, he was still a treat to watch. So before we begin, I would like to ask you to please press that subscribe and like button below, again, as it would really help this channel and help me bring you more clips like this. And without further ado, enjoy the game.
Dropped, getting the outside edge, very good delivery, the length was good. Stuck to the crease was Ganguly. Jacques Kallis put him down.
Well, it's all happening early here. Natini learning from the last ball, bringing back his length, committing Ganguly to the stroke. There's same movement. Ganguly caught on the crease. And that's a soda. That should be taken at this level.
First runs not convincing. We'll look for 2. With the single. Extremely good in the field. Long fetch the fielder. Flirting with danger. It's gone through. Have to wait for the umpire's signal. Signal lies. It did swing a long way after it passed the bat.
Well, breezy days can be a nightmare for the wicket keepers, particularly when the ball swings after it goes past the batsman. It just seemed to die a little bit too after the bounce of the previous ball. So it's wideish, and then it swung a mile. So much so it's gone through some first slip's legs.
That's much better. Much better. Hitting the sweetest spot of the bat and races away to the boundary. The first one for Ganguly.
Well, we talked about it earlier. One of the most graceful cover drivers of all time, Ganguly. Yes, it doesn't move his feet a great deal, but it's the eye and the hands that just cruise the ball to the boundary through that point area, and he knows it too. He's hit thousands of runs through there in his time.
Gone straight up. Hasn't timed it too well. It rains. The loudspeaker slowed down the outfield, but good running between the wickets to pick up 3.
He didn't commit himself too much there.
And finally he's off the mark. And a very good shot. Good control, good position. He's underway.
Releases the pressure. That's the reason why South Africa want to keep the pressure outside off stump. They're so good off the pads. Just works it into the gap. Nice.
Length is gone. An edge, and the question is whether it carried to the keeper. And yes, it did. Saurav Ganguly's gone.
Well, that's a big blow. Saurav Ganguly was struggling since the morning. Not too much footwork, but he has enough experience to be able to adjust. The conditions not easy. Again, not really reaching the pitch of the ball, playing from away from the body, just about nicking it to the hands of Boucher. So wicket number 1 goes. Just results for South Africa for some tidy bowling. Saurav gone for 13. It's 24 for 1.
Shot. You stray just a touch towards the pad, and Sachin Tendulkar will punish you all day. A really good looking shot there.
Hey, this is exceptional work. He played a similar shot to Lagerfeld earlier on, especially when he was sort of caught up. Again, just the hint, he gets into such a wonderful...
Gone! Gautam Gambhir has had a waft at one and couldn't get in the middle of the bat. A simple catch in the end to Jacques Kallis at second slip. 2 down now, India.
Well, there was some pressure building on him, although he hadn't played too many deliveries, but he'd been there without opening his account. Again, too far away from the body, just went for the well-pitched-up delivery. Maybe a deliberate ploy to bowl it a little wide off him. Couldn't handle it, and Nell has another. India, well, 2 down. Gambhir gone for naught. It's 36 for 2.
Beautifully driven. There's your drive, Joe. Classic piece of batting from him. Made it look extremely easy. Very efficient on that occasion, Sachin Tendulkar. Great to watch.
Is this the start of things to come? Beautiful stroke. Wasn't all that short. Certainly wasn't a gentle loop.
A little bit of back, possibly going down the leg side as well. Aleem Dar is not going to make any decision.
Took a couple of seconds before he shook his head as if to say not out. Very good shout.
Beautiful drive through the offside. Another perler from Sachin Tendulkar. On the up, through the offside. 56 for 2. He's quite comfortable now driving the ball through the offside. Another beautiful piece of timing, and found the gap to his liking as well. Sachin Tendulkar is certainly on a roll here.
His previous scoring stroke off Nell was a drive on the up. That was a beauty. This still, nevertheless, is a good shot. Foolish delivery. It's finding the gap. Left the bat. It almost sort of had 2 on it. Just gathering pace as it went to the boundary. 38 now from 55.
And Brunel clearly played it fine. Runs for Al Dravid. His first boundary of the innings. 67 for 2.
Gets on to Dravid's legs by pushing 2. Very comfortable, good running there from Dravid. Good intention straight away.
Oh, it took so much time setting the field, making sure that Vernon Philander went wide.
Okay, all the way here. Hind leg, very square. So 4 runs for Dravid. Just a second 4 for him.
Normally it would just be 1. You have a conventional fine leg, and there's no trouble there. He fields it, lobs it back to the keeper, but have decided to go with a wider man in that region on that leg side. Look at the reaction from Andrew Hall. He knows.
Ball just gets on the leg side again. Fine leg's gone finer. There's the work down there. Lander just keeping it to 2. But he wants to keep away from leg stump to both these batsmen.
$50 for Tendulkar. 78 one-day international 50. A well put together innings. Cautious in the beginning, wasn't easy against that new ball. He's got through it. He started to time the ball nicely. Drop and run from Dravid. Brings up India's 100. This should go fine. Will it go all the way? Will do. We saw in the previous matches with the slow bowlers that it gave the batsmen time to be on the back foot and work them away. What's the critical thing they need to get right here today?
Well, the length's got to be fuller. Get the batsman to drive. Just a rare loose delivery from Philander.
Like the first boundary scored off him. Nicely worked, but that's edged, but it's gone fine. No half measures with that. Tendulkar going hard at it. I think the outside edge and a much needed boundary for the Indians.
South Africa looking for a wicket. I guess it's the easiest thing in the world to say, no, if that is the case, then why not put a slip in? Your quickest bowler of the day. Maybe Warren's carrying a slip. If one goes in now, it's all too late on the fence. He's good. Grab any half chances that come their way.
Catches the call. Third man is far too wide. Andre Nel, the fielder. Dravid will pick up another boundary. Poor delivery from Akai Anthony. He's come to replace Jacques Haddis from the far end. Too much of it.
Got to keep the disciplines going here, South Africa.
Well, this has been the best partnership for the third wicket versus South Africa. Dravid and Tendulkar. They're getting the bottom hand into play, taking the aerial route intentionally.
That single will, in fact, they're coming back for the second. A double raises the partnership now to over 100. 101 runs from 147 balls. Nicely placed shot from Rahul Dravid. Anthony will get around that one. 3 runs taken. 36 ball, 140 for 2 India. That's his 50. Should be proud of this innings because it wasn't the usual Dravid that we saw during this innings, so he really had to fight extremely hard to get back into form and rhythm, and this will be an important innings for the sake of the team.
Well, only Inzamam has more 50s than Rahul Dravid. 79th one-day 50. But you're absolutely right. All credit to Rahul Dravid.
Making room and finding the gap. Forceful drive from Sachin Tendulkar. They're on their feet now, anticipating a big finisher, Indian fans.
I think that's an indicator of how they're thinking. Suddenly breaking loose, making room for himself and hitting it in the air, but in the gap as well for an emphatic boundary by Tendulkar. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. They have decided that they need a boundary and over at least.
That's hit hard over mid-wicket. Hit it with a lot of power and a lot of authority.
Well, catch it was the call. That was a vicious pull by Dravid. Didn't get it from the meat of the blade. Fall was interested, made an attempt, but couldn't quite reach it. So 4 runs. Brings up the 150 of the innings. So suddenly there is an endeavour to up the tempo now.
This over has started off well for India. Slow delivery finds the gap. Sachin Tendulkar with a lot of ease. Kalanda has been made to look pretty ordinary so far in this over. Short delivery is pulled by Rahul Dravid over mid-wicket for 4, and then slow delivery going horribly wrong. Picked up early by Sachin.
And played beautifully. It's not the easiest shot to play off a slower delivery. That really sped to the fence. Played it late, got the right timing and placement.
He's running hard. Get there in time. Too early call from Sachin. Making room and driving beautifully through the offside. More runs for Sachin. In fact, it's a boundary. Wonderfully played by Sachin. 15 runs from the over. India motoring along quite nicely now. 162 for 2. Playing the cut shot nicely, and Dinel would get there with his big frame. Throws in. 2 runs taken. Both these two now finding all kinds of angles. This was the last try from Sachin for a boundary, making room and playing it all along the carpet. Wrist-free batting, wonderful to watch.
Full toss, but you've got to put them away and into the gap to get the boundary. Very effective indeed now, Tendulkar and Dravid at the moment. Looking very good.
Slow delivery, that's been hit extremely hard by Rahul Dravid. He means business now. Good cricket from him. Once again, Indian batsman not taking a lot of risk. Mid-off, in fact, long off was wide and he hit it straight as a dart.
We were just mentioning there are not too many hits down the ground, so he's rectified that. Picked up the slow one very quickly. Went through with it. Got a good foot forward. Good shot.
Langerfeld has come and been greeted with this boundary from Rahul Dravid. Hitting the ball extremely hard, square through the offside.
Oh, what a wonderful shot. Just that hint of room outside the off stump, and it's just the mood that they are in, aggressive, ready to hit, and they're succeeding. So Rahul Dravid, well, talk about struggling initially in his innings. He's now a strike rate of 86.1. Quickly on to 68 of 79, and he's looking very dangerous indeed. But that's a beautiful shot. Wonderfully done. Now this is vintage Tendulkar, moving away, is quickly into position and converted that into a boundary.
.181 for 2. As we have another look at that smashing cut shot from Sachin, making room and intentionally putting the ball in the air to miss the fielder at point. Charles Langerfeld possibly bowling the wrong length at this stage. You need to keep it nice and up.
Nail it to the attack. Duke will just get the single.
Just shows once again, Shiva, that you don't always get the outcomes you want when you bowl well, but if you do it a huge amount of time, you'll get rewarded. Looks like he almost held that back a bit, Martini. Probably surprised it got back to him as much as possible, but no one to blame but yourself there. Caught and bowled opportunity.
He's bowled him. Can't get better. Andre Nell has picked up his third wicket, and what a great delivery right into the block hole of Rahul Dravid. Couldn't do much about it. He's played a good hand. 74 for the Indian captain, but he's got to go.
Superb stuff here from Nell. Dravid well set, looking to give himself a little bit of room, and just yorking leg stump there, and that's good execution from the big man, the big-hearted fast bowler from South Africa. And pretty typical celebration from Andre Nell, and Rahul Dravid on his way.
Running the first one hard, Yuvraj Singh. He wants to, he's taking the fielder on, and that's exceptionally good running. Sense of urgency from Yuvraj Singh.
And Wick having a bit of trouble.
Man was about 8 to 10 yards inside the fence. Good commitment in the deep. Has it gone the distance now? Great commitment from the fielder. Look for a few moments and just run away to the boundary. Philander, the fielder in the deep.
Yeah, good fielding in the end. I think he probably got his positioning wrong. Like you said, Shiva, he's too close in from the boundary, so he's done well to pull it in there. Has he touched the boundary? He might be in a bit of trouble there, so we can get a better angle. Has he touched the ball and the boundary or rope at the same time, which will mean 4 runs? It's tight. I think that last grasp for the ball might find him in a bit of trouble.
You can't tell these two angles. So what's the umpire going to do? The third umpire, Billy Bowder, today. Remain as 3 runs.
He hits this long and straight. 4 runs all the way. foot power there. Marked out exactly one to hit the ball. There's the fielder straight behind the umpire there.
He's called the one, but he's running the first one hard. Will take the fielder on. And could that be 100 for Tendulkar? It's been referred by Benson to the third umpire, Billy Garden. There are going to be some anxious moments here. Fenwick, the fielder in the deep, this time did a good job. What's going to happen? Anybody's guess. Well, they think Sachin is home. He looks relaxed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Boucher seems very, very confident. Tendulkar got in and out very quickly. And let's have a look here. Gets slowed down. So Sachin Tendulkar, unfortunately, looks like he's on his way for 99. Deserved 100. Had to fight hard early. Innings has blossomed beautifully. Backed himself, but the throw was too good. Nice quick hands there from Boucher. Tendulkar just looking for the acknowledgement of the third umpire. So he's been given, he's on his way, the little master. Didn't quite get to 100, but we value this innings very much. 14 balls to get breakers done. Played some lovely drives. So he's got himself into form early in the tournament. He's on his way now. Unfortunately, run out for 99. India 211 for Cool.
And he's gone. Andrew Hall into the attack, picks up a wicket straight away. Jacques Khan is taking the catch at mid-on. Yuvraj Singh. Well, a lot was required from this man for India to get close to 250. But he's disappointed yet again.
Pretty good feeling this, coming on first ball at the death, picking up a wicket first ball of his spell. Callis, 100th catch in one-day internationals. Yuvraj Singh on his way for 13. India lost their 5th wicket for 213.
Got the outside edge. And for the distance. This is another boundary for India, 21st of the innings.
And this is what happens. You've got to have a good temperament bowling in these last overs. Nothing wrong with the ball. Use the edge, bat speed, runs all the way for 4. So Langeveld with Hall.
Good shot. What a shot under pressure from Dinesh Karthik. First 6 of the innings.
Beautiful shot this. Indian cricket at its best. Karthik picking up the slow ball, I guess. Liking the length. Can hit with the spin. A flick of the back foot. Plenty of wrist. He likes it right off the bat. It was the slow ball there. So exciting stuff. Into the crowd.
And he's bowled it. He's bowled it. Bowled it straight, bowled it fuller. And that's the experience of bowling in the death overs. And Andrew Hall has struck. Dinesh Karthik's got to go.
The bowling, they miss you hit. And the top of off stump too, so probably too short for Karthik to hit over the up there. But a brief, exciting knock comes to an end. Sure, we'll see plenty more of this in years to come. Karthik on his way for 19. India 234 for 6.
He's bowled him. Well, looking to hit mid-wicket, closing the face of the bat, Rohit Sharma. It's a very good comeback by the South African bowlers in the last few overs. Andrew Hall has bowled well, and now it's Jacques Kallis.
Yeah, just trying to hit it too square. It just wasn't there to hit, was it? And the top of leg stump goes back. Jacques Kallis picks up his first wicket. So Sharma on his way for 8. India with 4 balls to go at 240 for 7.
Bit off and extra cover. Extra cover takes it. David de Villiers calls for it and takes it quite comfortably. Good field positioning. Both of them are fairly straight. Looking for Ramesh Pawar, who's trying to clear the man at mid-off. Losing wickets very quickly towards the end of the innings, India.
Once again, it's been tough to hit back over mid-off and mid-on today. Don't know if there's much communication there. Didn't want to drop it off the skipper's bowling. Jack Callis gets his second wicket. On his way for one, so it's the end of the innings. India 242 for 8.
So, after a couple of early setbacks, losing Ganguly and Gambhir early, in came Rahul Dravid, who was captaining the side, and he put up a great partnership with Sachin Tendulkar to stabilize and take the team to 194. Tendulkar ended up on 99 runs. Very unfortunate to be run out there, but in the end, great effort to put the team total at 242. Even though it was a decent total considering the circumstances, South Africa actually ended up winning the match by 4 wickets. Again, I apologize. I only had the Indian batting highlights for this game, not the bowling highlights. But just to let you know how the series went, India ended up winning the next 2 games and won the series 2-1, with Tendulkar being judged man of the series. Anyways, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's highlights. Please tune in again, and I'll try to bring you full highlights of another exciting game. Until then, take care and goodbye.